Assignment from yesterday is similar to this warm-up, which is also similar to the notes from yesterday, so let's pay close attention, because I know if you just look at this, it kind of looks complicated, right? But it doesn't have to be, so pay close attention. First thing at the top, it tells you what yesterday's assignment was, 8.2. Hey, it's in your desk. I don't care, put it away. 8.2 is 1 through 7, 9, 10, and 12, okay? Remember, you don't have to do everything about 8.2, just those problems, okay? All right, and don't forget, this Friday is the last grade of the 9 weeks. Everything next week will be pushed into the fourth 9 weeks. It'll be your frozen floor, meaning it can't go lower than that, but you'll have a whole nother week till next Friday to get your grades up to passing or beyond, whatever your goal is, right? So let's do this warm up. All right, first things first, on number 1. When we did our notes yesterday, we said the first thing you want to do is factor if you can. Now, look at number 1, the first fraction on the top, the numerator. This is 3 terms. This is called a trinomial. Do you remember 5.0, the last assignment we had, where we broke that into 2 parentheses by doing the little puzzle? So we're going to have to do the same thing here, okay? I need everyone looking over this direction. So this last number, 8, we're going to find the factors of 8 and try to figure out which factors of 8 will add up to make the middle term 6, right? So let's do that. I'm bringing this down. So 8, what are the factors of 8? The smallest one is 1. 1 times what? 1 times 8. And then also, when we change the signs, that works too. Next up, let's try 2. 2 times what? 4. And then, of course, the negatives. And I think that's about it. Now, which one of those pairs of factors will add up to give me the middle term? Hey, in the back. Yeah, you. Put that phone away. Which one of these add up to make 6? 2 and 4. Thank you. So, yeah, which one is it? Is it positive or negative? Okay, because it's a positive 6, I need a positive 2 and a positive 4. So everyone look, when you have a trinomial like that, you need to break it into the 2 parentheses, and we're going to write it like this. Okay, x, and then positive 2 and positive 4. Is that outside?
Somewhere over there.
Yeah, like outside? People are crazy. All right, now, look at the bottom here. 5x plus 20. We want to see...
My music's paused, so... That's coming from in here.
That's gone. All right, 5x plus 20. What is the common factor of 5x and 20? What goes into both? 5. Okay, 5 goes into 5, 5 goes into 20. So we're going to factor this. So anytime you see something like this, you want to factor it if you can. When I bring out 5, what's left over? So 5x divided by 5 is what? What? X. Hey, listen. And then 20 divided by 5 gives me what? 4, so plus 4. Do you see how I took 5 out of both terms and I wrote it like this? You have to, hey, have you seen this? Seen this? 20 divided by the 5 I took out gives me 4. You have to be able to factor or you can't cancel stuff out. Okay, so even if you're in the back, still on your phone, I want you to know how to do this. So, next thing we write is the second fraction, right?
Yes.
Go over this way. No, you were not actually. So times negative 3. You said looking, and you were definitely not looking. So negative 3 and x plus 2 on the bottom. Now, what should we do next? We've factored. We're done. Now we want to cancel things out. What cancels?
Oh, yes. So
X plus 2 on the top and the bottom goes away. Hey, what else cancels out? The x plus 4 and the x plus 4. So what's left over? On top, we have -3. On the bottom, we have 5, and that does not reduce. You can try, but it doesn't reduce. Not even if you look it up on your phone right now. Don't do that. Right? Guns N' Roses? All right, so that's our answer, -3/5. Now, could you do that? Because there's one similar to this on your assignment, which is 8.2, 1 through 7, 9, 10, and 12 from yesterday, right? Okay, what about number 2? Ready? Number 2 has the one little thing we have to remember the trick about, okay? What kind of problem is this? What kind of problem is this? Division. What do we have to do when it's division? Flip it. Which one? Wait. You have to flip both. Get it up. All right. So you turn it into multiplication, and then you have to flip the second fraction, right? What's the R word for that? What do you do when you flip it? What's the R word for that? Reciprocal. Oh, last period didn't figure that out. Y'all did. You're writing this down, right? Now, the reciprocal of the second fraction, you flip it over, turn it into multiplication. Let's rewrite this, everybody. 10x to the 5th over 6. This becomes multiplying, and then you flip this one. The reciprocal. 36 goes to the top, 5x squared goes to the bottom. Could you simplify that on your own? Well, it's okay. So see all the numbers, the regular numbers, let's multiply them. So on top, 10 times 36 is what? Not 3,000. Too big.
462.
10 times 36, what do we get?
I got it.
Thank you. 360 over, and then we got 6 times 5 on the bottom. What do we get? 6 times 5 is not 60, actually. What? Oh, 30, yes. I thought you said 3. Yeah, 360 over 30. So my regular numbers, my coefficients, they multiply on top, they multiply on bottom. Then the x's. On top, I have an x to the 5th. On the bottom, I have an x squared. I'm not messing with that yet. But now, I'm going to simplify it, which is, I think, what you were getting at. So let's talk about those coefficients. What's 360 divided by 30? What? 12. That is right. Okay, so you get 12, regular 12. That would be on top of a fraction. And then, hey, yeah, you. What do I do with these degrees? If I have an x to the 5th on top, x to the 2 on bottom, what do I do with 5 and 2? Subtract. Very good. Now, when you subtract, you get 5 minus 2, you get what? 3, the third power. Is that going to go on the top or the bottom, though? So which one's bigger, 5 or 2? Which is on top. So you're going to have to put the x to the 3 on the top where the bigger number is. Okay. So x to the 3rd goes on top with the 12, so that's actually it. So you would not put it on the bottom unless the bigger power or degree was on the bottom. Okay. Now we do have examples of that on the notes you can look at from yesterday. But these are 2 that you can refer to today. But I do want you to finish 8.2, number 1 through 7, 9, 10, and 12. And then any missing work. Somebody else will need to do some corrections. I'll get those to you. And we're going to get working here. Here we go.